Let's take a look at what Morphe has decided to give us this time around. Now, a couple of days ago, I was saying that it seems like makeup brands are not launching eyeshadows anymore. Okay, but I feel like makeup brands have just receded on eyeshadows because everybody and their mamas, dogs, cats, and birds are doing soft glam, no makeup looks. It's cute. It's pretty. I love a good nothing on the eyelids and go type of a look, but eyeshadow is life, you know? So I want to see what Morphe has in store for us. A few days ago, Morphe sent over this PR package. It is hefty, okay? It is. It's a heavy one. I wonder what's in here. I haven't opened it because I was like, I want to open it with you guys so we can see what all is in here, okay? Let me see if I can figure out a different angle for you. Also, if I give you a different angle, you're going to have to excuse the mess on my tape. Okay. I'll make myself small so you can actually get a good view of the package, but this is what's in here. Just bear with me. I'm going to try to move as calmly as possible so I don't disturb everything. It looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh my, we have 10 eyeshadow palettes in here. A few of them are small eyeshadows and a few of them are like medium-sized eyeshadows. If you don't know anything about Morphe, Morphe started out as brushes and eyeshadows. If you thought about Morphe, you could find whatever kind of eyeshadow you wanted from them. Whether it was good or bad, they had the eyeshadows for you, okay? And then there was this little thing on the inside of it. These are fully pigmented cream to powder eyeshadow singles. There are 7 universally flattering, buildable, blendable shades, prime ingredients for all day comfortable wear. It's waterproof and crease proof based on a 32-person clinical study. I don't even know if I'm in focus or whatever, but I'm assuming that you can see very clearly. These will definitely be a neutral soft glam girly's dream because they are very soft glammy looking, if that makes any sense. Leave me a thumbs up down below. Okay, the eyeshadow palettes. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6 pan eyeshadow palettes and 4 12-pan eyeshadow palettes. This is the first palette. Python code. Absolutely stunning. I am going to open Python code so you can see what is in here. Oh, look at the packaging. The packaging looks so nice. And this is what it looks like on the inside. Oh, that gold shade is looking very beautiful. For some odd reason, I thought it would be more green on the inside because the packaging itself is looking a little bit green. Cyber Chrome. I might use Cyber Chrome because it matches my shirt with a cool tone gray look that it has going on. Cyber Chrome. Oh, beautiful. Are the shades inside going to reflect the packaging? I don't think so. This is very pretty. Very gray, very cool tone. Outer space. Oh, this looks more like city lights. It looks more like city lights. It's more like a neutral palette for not my skin tone, but it's definitely a neutral palette. Love Bite. So when you pick it up, you're gonna see the shades on the outer box. Of course, Morphe, the name of the palette. And it just has like the color scheme on the box. Okay, this is Love Bite. I love the packaging on it. This one, okay. The shimmer shade is definitely reflecting the packaging. This one is called Light Glitch. Oh, the packaging is pretty. Oh, Rich Glitch, not Light Glitch, Rich Glitch. And I just realized that the design is in the shape of an M. This is Rich Glitch. Definitely given very much rich neutral. Last but not least, we have Sky-Fi. Oh, that name is so cute. Oh, I love the packaging on this. This is definitely something that would be nail inspired. I hope it's not too pastel on the inside of it because that would make me so sad. So sad. It's very iridescent moon glow type of a palette, which is right up my alley. If this shade reflects how I think it's, oh yeah, it's definitely reflecting how I imagined it would reflect. So we would definitely be going into this palette a lot. Okay, we are rigged in. Next palette is called Flickering Sands, and I love the fact that it gives you slightly more options compared to the 6-pan palette. The palettes are very well protected. The packaging on these are definitely better than the old Morphe palettes. The old Morphe palettes were giving very much budget friendly. These ones are given sophisticated. We put some thought into it. We want this to be a display as well as a gorgeous palette you can use type of packaging, and I'm here for it. A black shade, definitely not bad at all. I just wish after this black shade we would have gotten this specific shade and then this shade. That would have made this palette a lot more versatile. Next we have Rose Frequency. Not a bad look, not a bad look. This is Rose Frequency, and it's not bad. But once again, I wish this deeper shade had a better graduation to help blend it in. Rose Frequency has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 matte shades. One matte with shimmer pigments in it, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 shimmer shades. This one is Moonstone. Oh, Moonstone has the art that should have been on, so this is Outer Space, and I feel like Moonstone has the art that should have been on Outer Space. Moonstone, let's see what Moonstone looks like. Okay, this is Moonstone. The color graduation between these two deeper shades are, it's working. I like it, I like it. Last but not least, okay, last but definitely not least, and I also hope that I wasn't shaking my table too much and the video you're seeing is not entirely too shaky. Last but not least is Electric Current. Okay, Electric Current is, looks like it's gonna be a gorgeous pinky purplish palette for us. Oh, the packaging. Am I a bit disappointed about what the shades look like on the inside of this specific palette? Probably. I may be a little bit disappointed on what it looks like. This is Electric Current, and it's not a bad shade. I love this pinky goldy shimmer shade that's in here. It's definitely looking very nice. I feel like this would blend into like a deep purple type of a shade, and I'm not mad at the shades in here. We have 6 shimmer shades and 6 matte shades with no mixed shimmer matte shades in there. Because of how heavy this packaging is, I had to double check all the sizes to make sure that I wasn't missing anything. The 6-pan palettes retail for $15 US. The 12-pan palettes retail for $21 US. Morphe, I feel like your prices have gone up. And the Solo Artist, which is the cream to powder eyeshadows, retail for $10 US. Let's read a little bit about this before I get rid of the box. It says expressive finishes, effortless dimension, seamless mattes, luminous shimmers, high shine metallics, ultra reflective molten metals, and it says the 6-pan exclusive. Palettes are called Chroma Plus eyeshadow palettes. I'm gonna switch just talking to you guys now. Okay, my 2 chosen palettes for today's look. I'm choosing Moonstone because it's a very gray tone and it matches my shirt very beautifully. And I'm also choosing Cyberchrome for that same reason. I might dip into both to try to achieve this look that I'm going for. I don't know, I'm just very grayed out today. It is what it is. Okay, so now let's take a closer look at the Morphe Solo Artist eyeshadow bases. They're cream to powder, but they also called it a priming cream eyeshadow base. A priming cream eyeshadow. And they did say that it was an eyeshadow base. So I'm feeling like you're supposed to be able to prime your eyelids with these products and then put your eyeshadow over it, or your powder eyeshadow over it. It's gonna be difficult to open because I literally just put some lotion on my hands. Okay, I'm gonna get some help to open these and I will come back because I'm back. We got help opening these, so let's swatch them. Okay, this is the shade Debut. It's definitely not white, but on my skin tone, everything a certain shade just starts looking like white on, okay? This is Mixtape. Oh, so pretty. I love how creamy they go on. Very, very creamy. Okay, this is Airplay, and it's so bright you can't even see it. Almost looks white. It's not a bad shade. Also appearing a lot brighter than the first one. The first one has like a slightly pinkish type of an undertone to it. Next we have Chorus, very stunning. And I can see that the first shade has started drying down and it's not as reflective as the other two that I just swatched. Okay, honey, this is gray for sure. In the pan, it's looking very much like a dark brown shade, and Set List is the exact shade of my hand. I love it. Hey, this is the shade Melody, and it's cute. I mean, you can tell that this shade is not white. It's almost pinkish. This one is not white. It's very creamy, but on my skin tone, it's definitely coming off as white. But it would also definitely reflect whatever shade eyeshadow you put on there, so that's really good. This would be a skin tone shade for me to like even the complexion on my eyes. And here they are, the shades as I mentioned them when I was swatching it. They are very nice, very blendable, and a few of them have absolutely dry down matte, so we know these are definitely going to dry down completely matte on the skin tone, and we are excited to see what they look like and what we can do with them. Okay, let's go ahead and jump into the eyes. Generally, I would put an eyeshadow primer down first before I go in with my eyeshadow base. This product, however, is claiming to be both a priming and a base. So it's a prime and cream eyeshadow. It dries down matte. It goes on creamy and dries down matte. And essentially it is taking the role of a base. But right now it looks like I have to see what it's gonna do when it comes to actually priming my eyelids and making sure that my eyeshadow stays in place and does not crease on me. Okay, so this is the shade Debut, and I'm going with Debut because it is going to give me a very light base so that my gray tones can show up beautifully. It might be a mistake, it might not, but I think I'll be fine. So we're going in with a brush. I use this brush for my nose contour. That's why I'm using it. I'm going with a Sigma E24 brush. It is a very small brush, so I know that it's gonna give me precise application. Ooh, this is pigmented. It's a lot more pigmented than I thought it was gonna be. And I just tapped into it a few times actually. I didn't even go in like a lot. So I'm just gonna blend it in, and I'm not gonna go back in for more. A little bit definitely goes a long way. And when applying anything that's creamy on the eyelids, don't swipe too much at it. If you can swipe to try to, you know, give it some coverage, but you definitely have to blend it in to pack it so that it looks beautiful and flawless on the skin. I'm going to wing this out a little bit and just blend it up into the crease, a little bit higher than the crease, but not like too much. I'm gonna go back in and pat it. I definitely need to start working on this eye because from what I've seen, they do start to dry down very quickly. So I'm doing a blend-in motion first, and then I'm going to tap into it to get it to settle in very nicely and very evenly as well. After blending it in, I like that it blends in very nicely. And yes, it is completely, absolutely matte on my eyes right now. I am impressed by it. I am actually also very tempted to just leave my eyes like this and just fix it somehow. Okay, this is my favorite palette in the collection right now. It's a gray tone. I can do a lot of looks with this, and this middle shade is what's making me like go for this palette. And also the silver in here absolutely matches my shirt today, so we're gonna do that. So we're going into the Cyberchrome palette, and we're just going to take, okay, I'm going into the bottom deepest shade, the one with the M, and I'm going to place it on the outer corner of, yeah. That shade is definitely a lot deeper than I expected it to be. The last Morphe palette I swatched that was a gray tone that I didn't think was deep enough actually came out to be a lot deeper than it was looking in the palette. So I was kind of sort of expecting this, and yeah, it did not disappoint. Okay, I'm just blending it halfway into the crease. I'm also testing the base or the cream to powder eyeshadow just to see how it also holds onto powder products. And as you can see, it's given me a gorgeous smooth blend to the eyeshadow. Sometimes gray eyeshadows, very much like black shadows, are very difficult to formulate and they end up looking patchy. And this specific one is not giving me that patchy ashy look, so I'm here for it. I love a good gray eyeshadow. I don't know why, but lately I've been just loving the cool toned eye look. I'm taking a clean brush and I'm just going to blend out the outer edges of this because I don't want to blow it out too much. I don't want to introduce any more color to the skin around the eyes. Going into this light gray shade in the palette, I'm gonna place it right next to that deeper gray shade that we put down because I want something of a transition to this look, and I'm not going to blend it in past the crease at all. Also, it's worth saying, it's literally worth saying, I'm just tapping into these palettes. I'm not swirling around in it, and the color payoff is intense. There used to be a time where Morphe palettes did not give us this level of color payoff or intensity, that we had to like dig into the palettes to get the colors to show. I love gray eyeshadows. It looks like you're doing too much, but you're actually really not. I wanted to use the bigger gray palette as well. The darker shade in here might be slightly deeper than the one in the 6-pan palette. So I want to go into that one and just place it on the outer corner to see if that's true. Okay, it definitely is. So this is the deeper shade from the bigger palette. It's a deeper, cooler tone, yes, but it's definitely deeper than this one. This one is more on that taupey gray side compared to this one. So if you wanted like a deeper gray look, you could definitely reach for this palette. It has that depth that I want on the outer corner. So I'm just gonna add a little bit to the outside of this. Like this right here is a look by itself. I'm going to do what I said I was going to do. I'm going into the bottom shimmer shade because it's gonna give me, I don't know, I just like that shade a whole lot. I'm just applying it onto the dry base just for a little bit of a shimmer. I don't want it to be too reflective. I just want it to give me a little bit of a shimmer. These shimmer shades are very powdery, so you're definitely going to need a creamier base to hold on to them, but it works for my purposes for right now. We have the Morphe Byliner. This is the one that has Truth and Dare on it, so I'm going with the Truth side. In my waterline, I'm going into the big palette, taking this shade right here for my lower lash line, very close to my lower lashes. I'm gonna look up and blend right on my lashes. It's not black, but because of the depth of it, it's gonna give a slight dark look, which I'm okay with. Now this brush I just used for the shimmer shade and my lower lash line is the Morphe M303 brush. It's an eye packer, but it was small enough for me to be able to blend my lower lashes with it. I'm going back into the smaller palette. I'm taking this gray shade, the true gray shade, and I'll blend the lower parts of this look because I do want it to give me a gray effect, so that's not too black and you can still tell that it's gray and not black. That's why I'm doing it, because I want it to be a gray look. I love the color. Do you see how it's gotten a little bit lighter and it's given more of that gray look to the eyes compared to this side, which is looking very black. It's not a bad look, but I prefer the more light gray look compared to that deeper, almost black gray. Taking Truth Byliner from Morphe, and I'm going to draw like a slight wing look. Like it's gonna be there, but not really, because I'm about to blend it out. I hate being a multi-palette girly, okay? I hate it, but I need black. And I want to be able to blend it out a little bit more. So I'm taking the black from flickering sands. And we're going to blend into this mild liner that we created. Okay, that black byliner is intense, okay? Okay, we're going to clean up the outer edges of this to make it look good. Okay, lash curler, lash primer. This is my finished look trying out the brand new Morphe eyeshadow priming base slash cream to powder eyeshadow and the eyeshadow palettes. Let me know down below in the comments what you think about all of the products I showed you today. Would you be picking any one of these up? Do you like the look that I created with it? I guess for me, I can say it's neutral, understated, because, you know, we could definitely make it more dramatic. It's very gorgeous. I love that they put an almost purple looking shade in the gray palette because they go beautifully together. The blacks and grays blend in very smoothly. The one thing I noticed is that if you swirl in the pans, the powder collects in the pan. And when you're using it, to prevent the powder from just wasting and kicking up in the pan, tap into the palette and blend it. Don't swirl around in it because you really don't need to swirl to get a good color payoff. The color payoff is beautiful. Let me know down below in the comments what you think. Would you be picking up any of these palettes? Were you intrigued by this priming eyeshadow? Because I definitely was. As you can see, dried down beautifully, did not crease on me. My eyes look beautiful. The shades that I put on top of it blended in stunningly, and the cream itself did not move. Thank you, Morphe. Now I have a few different shades that I could use. Let me know down below in the comments what you think. Thank you so much for watching. Love you lots, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.